Let us now adjust our sitting posture until we feel comfortable. Let us take a few deep breaths and relax the whole body. Breathe in peacefully. Breathe out mindfully. With a little smile always. Try to keep our lower back upright, but relax shoulders, arms, and legs. Consider to open eyes. In the beginning, later on, eyelids may close by themselves. We breathe in and we understand that we are breathing in. As we are breathing out, we understand that now we are breathing out. We are mindful as we are breathing in long. We are mindful as we are breathing out long. We are mindful that we are breathing in short. We are mindful that we are breathing out short. We are mindful and we experience the different impacts of these two kinds of breath to the body. So we select to refine the breath. And the refined breath is deep, long, smooth, clear, and quiet. Refined breath happens gradually, little by little. When we put effort to watch the flow of breath, we select the point of sensation of breath around the tip of the nose or the upper lip. Wherever we can feel that sensation clearest, strongest, we put our attention there. However, if we encounter difficulties because of thoughts, so many thoughts, so many challenges, so many memories, in the name of 5 hindrances, we may need to apply additional techniques of meditation to remove 5 hindrances, so our mind can come back to stay with the flow of breath. For example, Overcome sensual desire by reflection on 32 parts of the body, decay of the body. Overcome angry thoughts by reflection on the disadvantage of holding anger, the benefits of forgiveness, plus remember beautiful things we have done to produce that joy. Until angry thoughts disappear, then we can practice loving kindness. We may overcome restlessness, worry, by use visual object in front of us. Look at something which can get our attention and focus the mind on the flow of breath. Not to get involved with that plans, with that worries. Overcome sleepiness, drowsiness by open eyes, exposed to the bright light, or let the mind think of the Dhamma. For example, reflect on 12 links of Paticca, the 12 links of dependent origination, or that 16 steps of Anapanasati. Overcome hesitation, doubt, uncertainty. First, by intellectual understanding, by reasons. We already make a decision to practice like this, to sit like this. So keep on doing until we see the result, refine breath. Later on, the realization of truth will help to remove hesitation, uncertainty. So removing 5 hindrances is in the practice of refine the breath. Once hindrances disappear, our consciousness can stay much longer with the breath. And the refined breath is going to become deeper, smoother, clearer, more quiet. Even sometimes the sensation of breath may disappear. We still breathing, but it's so slow, so refined. And consciousness can stay alone in calmness without holding the sensation of breath. Repeat the same mechanism, the same practice to gain more inner strength, more experience. And for this morning, we can expand our mindfulness awareness from refined breath. The next chapter is that happy feeling, joyful feeling. Now we can be aware of this nice, relaxed, calm of happiness. Sometimes we experience that exciting joy. And now we experience the impact of this exciting joy, of this happy feeling. It brings thoughts, the thoughts of want more, desire. Now we can see the connection between feelings and thought. Repeat the same experience to understand the connection, the domino effect. Strong desire follows strong feelings of happiness and joy. And the same force of desire can turn around to become very upset, very angry when that happiness disappears. Once happy feeling is here, desire happens. The more happiness, the more relaxed, the stronger desire. Once this happiness disappears, desire turn around to be very upset. Sometimes very moody. Want that happiness to return. This is what we explain on that number 9 stepping stone. Know the mind, know the thoughts. Because this strong desire can block refined breath, it becomes one of the obstacles. Now we can use early vipassana meditation to remove this desire. The reflection on anicca impermanence can help to pave the way to gain calmness again. So this morning we are going to start to practice chapter 4 of Anapanasati, that 12 stepping stone reflection. The first reflection is impermanence. Second, reflection on unstable nature. Third, reflect on anatta, not self, non-self, no ownership. The first one, impermanent, anicca. The second, unstable nature, dukkha. Third, no ownership, not self, beyond direct control, anatta. These three characteristics link to one another. When we talk about anicca, impermanent, we mean dukkha, unstable nature. And we also mean anatta, no ownership, not self. So let us go back to step one. Long breath. We have been practicing this long breath for a long time. And we can see right now as we are breathing in and out, it changes. Sometimes it changes to be short breath. And short breath itself changes to be long breath. Every time we see the change, now we will label it impermanent, change. Don't forget that the whole practice is based on mindful breathing. One hand, we pay attention to the flow of breath. On the other hand, we observe and label change. The most desirable breath is that refined breath. We pay more attention to this kind of breath because we're really aware that refined breath brings that nice feeling and that desire. So whenever refined breath changes, label it change, impermanence. Now mantra can help us in this process. In loving kindness meditation, we use mantra happy in, happy out. In vipassana meditation, we use the word looking at and see. Looking at refined breath, see the change. As we are breathing in, we use the mantra looking at in breath. As we are breathing out, our mantra is looking at out breath. Whenever this refined breath changes, then label it change. Looking at refine breath, change, looking at in breath, looking at out breath. This long sentence of looking at the breath, later on it can be shorter. We may skip the word looking at. Our mantra can be just in breath, out breath, refine breath, change. What we mean is that we are looking at refine breath. The mantra acts as an instruction, as a guideline to pinpoint our attention, to look so consciousness can see. As we are watching the flow of breath, the refined breath, whenever our mind is interrupted by other thoughts and we forgot watching the breath, as soon as we come back, then we can notify, acknowledge that watching refined breath just end. So when we talk about change, we mean two things. First, the breath changes, for example, from long breath to be short breath, or short breath to be long breath. Second, we miss watching the breath. We're thinking of something else. So in both events, we still call it end, the end of breath, the end of refined breath. Because in both occasions, we don't experience breathing at all. Even though we're still breathing, but we are not conscious, not mindful of the breath. So in spiritual term, we call the end of breath, because no feeling of breath appears to the consciousness. That can be used for vipassana meditation. Look at the breath. See the change. Next one, we learn to observe feelings. We prefer to observe that nice feeling. Whenever calm, relaxed, nice feeling happens, again we use the same mantra. Look at that nice feeling. Whenever that nice feeling disappears, then mantra change. See, change. Whenever nice feeling returns, look at nice feeling. See change. Still breathe in and out mindfully. Thoughts can be separated into two groups. First, random thoughts. Second, emotional thoughts. The first group as random thoughts are like house flies. It's just annoying, distracting, like thinking of food meets the dog, thinking of holidays, thinking of politics, for example. These kind of thoughts are not that big problem. If possible, we will target the second group, emotional thoughts. For example, desire thoughts that want this nice feeling to be here, want it more, don't want it to disappear. We observe this kind of thought. And now we understand this kind of thought, emotional thought, just happen. And sometimes we forgot about it. So look at thought, see the change. Now Vipassana meditation on that number 12, stepping stone, is to observe, look at, see the change, look at the refined breath, look at nice feeling, look at desire thoughts. We prefer to select only 3 objects: the refined breath, the nice feeling, and the desire thought. Look at them, see the end, see the change more often. Until our experience combine together, arising from millions of times, experiencing the end, the change, millions of changes, millions of ends. Slowly consciousness will crystallize this experience and will slowly emerge into that realization. Again, that refined breath change. Again, that nice feeling change. Again, that desired thought changes. Until now, consciousness will register automatically to that refined breath. As soon as refined breath emerges, consciousness will label almost naturally impermanent refined breath. Whenever nice feeling arises, now consciousness will label it impermanent nice feeling. Whenever desired thought emerges, consciousness will register impermanent desired thought. So observe this experience. Whenever consciousness accepts and start to register impermanence to all of these three words, that is the beginning of number 14 stepping stone, dispassion. Dispassion of attachment. Because that dispassion, disenchantment, and letting go of attachment, the last three stepping stones, we cannot practice them. These three stepping stones are the reaction to the realization of truth. What we can act, what we can do, is to bring this consciousness to look at the breath and realize impermanent. Look at nice feeling. Look at desired thought and realize impermanence, change. Even the practice of realization, we cannot do it. It's just consciousness who need to see by itself. So the whole effort, the whole practice of vipassana is just to look at, try to look at with that focused mind, with that calm mind. It's like the cat. If the cat can't see the rat, then the cat will do nothing. Sometimes we have to take the cat and put his head into the direction of the rat. Of course, the cat don't want to be whole, don't want to be forced, struggling, try to get out of our hands. So we need to use tactic to calm down the cat and put his head, his eyes into the direction of the rat. Once the cat sees the rat, we don't need to do anything. It is the nature of the cat to chase the rat. Same thing that we cannot force the cat to chase the rat. We can only let the cat see it. Our consciousness is like that cat. The whole practice of samadhi and vipassana comes join together to bring this cat consciousness. Look at the right direction. That rat breath, that rat nice feeling, that rat desire. And this clever cat consciousness will follow the path of awakening. So this morning we just focus on that word impermanent. Impermanent. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, relax.